So Brighton next then. What's your assessment of them in between meetings? You obviously beat them down at their place. What's your assessment of them right now?
Yeah, tight game down there. A little bit could have gone either way. Obviously, we took our opportunity, had chances on the counter second half to kill the game off, but they're a dangerous side. They've obviously had a change of approach in manager and in style, but an established Premier League club, owner that's ploughed a lot of money into the football club, new ground. I was fortunate enough to play there for 2 or 3 months in the old days under Mickey Adams at the Withdean. So obviously a big change from playing at a ground with a running track to playing at the Amex now, and the changing the training ground just up the road. But an established club, passionate fan base, some really good players, and as I said, a talented manager that's putting his stamp on a team, and not always the easiest thing in that you have to do to change quickly as what they have done. And I'm sure that they'll have a positive season, and we'll be better. We'll be better with Graham's influence over his side with time.
It's entirely understandable why we're sort of peppering questions to you about Europe, etc. But the Premier League from kind of fourth down to 12th or 13th is very close, isn't it? There's not a great deal points-wise across the majority of the division. What do you put that down to?
I don't think it's changed since the start of the season, has it?
Not really.
So it's, we've been in this position all along. It's consistency. It's keeping the best players fit. There's obviously been, a change in managers through certain clubs, which happens through maybe not getting the results that teams have wanted to, and there's some huge clubs in the mix as well. A couple of clubs going through transition. I can't be bothered and worried about that. I've got enough on in terms of making sure that we're right. We've done fantastically well. There's no getting away from it. We're on 39 points with 12 games to go, and of course, people will talk about looking up, and I want us to look up. I want us to go and reel in the teams above us. I can't really go into a team meeting in half an hour and just say, well, let's be careful of staying out of the bottom three. We have been realistic all along. It's a tough division. We were favourites to go down from what we spend to what we pay to where we've been to the group that we've got to being a promoted team, the second best promoted team out of the Championship last year. But this is a fresh season, and we've gone for it, and we've been consistent in our approach and in our play, and we're in this position. So see if we can improve, and see if we can go and get the next 3 points. And as I said, where it takes us, it takes us, and we'll deal with that wherever it is. But as I said, 12 huge games. I think as well, from our point of view, we have to be careful from a supporter's point of view that they're not looking at a table now and looking at our position and looking at Brighton's position. This is as tough as it gets. They've dominated possession in the majority of games against teams that are really established in the Premier League. The Liverpools, the Man Cities, the Man Uniteds, the Arsenals, the Tottenhams, the Spurs, the Tottenhams, the Chelseas that are coming up, obviously are going to whet the appetite of our supporters, but this should be just as big, and the noise and the backing and the encouragement, if it was ever deserved by a group of players, it should be deserved by this group to push us on, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to do our bit, but as I said, we have to be careful. This isn't maybe like a last year, us being in our position, a team being have not had an unbelievable season in terms of points. And yeah, here we go. We're just gonna come in today, and it's a guaranteed 3 points. These tests are hugely difficult, and this one is going to be right up there.